Another rung on the ladder that Jimenez is trying to climb, and I'm really excited to see what happens here.
And it's just about go time.
Double Ruta shoes on the mat, and here we go.
50 kilograms in the red, Alyssa Lampe. In the blue, Audrey Jimenez. And coming out right away. There's a single leg, good sprawl from Jimenez, trying to square her hips around. She's got a chest wrap position, trying to lift. Big lift from Alyssa Lampe. She's gonna put her down for 2.
Really nice adjustment.
Bottom leg cradle here.
Jimenez getting that chest to the mat, really nice adjustment to avoid giving up 4, but there's a turn. Uh-oh, she may be in trouble here.
She's in the zone, not out of bounds. And Jimenez trying to fight down and does. Able to get off her back, but not before going down 4-0 in the first 36 seconds.
Alyssa Lampe with Nate Engel in the corner. He is a great game planner, and normally it's Audrey Jimenez in on the leg all match long, but it was Lampe on that shot right away, capitalized. Yeah.
Same single leg, she's in again. Shin whizzer from Audrey Jimenez trying to fight out of it, and does. Lampe comes up with an underhook. Jimenez clears out, and as you pointed out, David, it's Alyssa Lampe with an aggressive leg attack strategy so far. And there's a single leg, but it's a go behind for Alyssa Lampe. Great job by Alyssa, extending her lead 6-0.
In the first minute of the match, Lampe just looks too big and strong and physical, and now here she is trying to lock up a high gut. Does she have the lock? It doesn't look like it. 6-0.
Minute 47 to go. Jimenez got to try to find a way to generate a little bit of offense. There's another leg attack with shallow penetration there.
Really nice down block there from Lampe, and
goes the other way, in on a high crotch, but very extended, and you see Lampe's got that ankle pulled up. That's gonna make it really hard for Jimenez to improve her position. Lampe keeping her hips back, and now they'll stalemate it, bring it back up. 1:26 to go in the first period.
Lampe really imposing so far. Jimenez gets to that single.
In deep, trying to circle towards her right is Audrey Jimenez. Minute 14 to go here in the first period. But you see that crossface there that Alyssa has is preventing her from improving her position.
You know, you hear about people trying to gas out a wrestler by the hand fight, that type of thing. Audrey will do it by getting to the leg. A lot of times she'll get to a leg 4 or 5 times before she finishes her first shot, and then the finishes will start coming. We'll see if she can pull that off here tonight.
So far, Alyssa Lampe done a masterful job preventing Audrey from scoring. 50 seconds to go.
Takedown at the end of this period would be a big momentum shift, I think, for Jimenez.
Another nice single leg, same side. Shin whizzer once again for Audrey Jimenez. Trying to take that foot out is Alyssa Lampe. Good position here for Jimenez to defend.
30 to go.
And it looks like Alyssa was content to just hang out there after getting in deep once more. A lot of offense from Alyssa Lampe. Of course, Sarah Hildebrandt sits in the Final X June 10th. Winner here will take on Sarah, who's been a mainstay on the senior level.
Bringing home medals every time recently. And look at that wrist control.
Same
Strong
single.
grip.
Good defense, but now coming up with an underhook and dropping down is Audrey Jimenez. Short time in the first period. And that is gonna do it. 6-0 Lampe after 1.
Jimenez has made some nice adjustments to slow Lampe down. Those first 6 points came really, really fast, and it looked like Lampe might end this match early. Jimenez has made adjustments to slow down the scoring, but still unable to find her finish. See if that happens. And really only locked in the leg a couple times.
Here you see Coach Nate Engel, one of the best in the business, giving some advice to his athlete, Alyssa Lampe. Aaron Claudio also there, coaching. Mark Perry in the corner for Audrey Jimenez. And we are back underway in the second period. And if last night was any indication, we could have some insanity in these second periods.
Yeah, what a set of finals last night. And this one seems like it's going to be a lot of fun as well. There she is to the leg.
Single leg in deep, but the heavy hips of Alyssa Lampe are extending Audrey and not able to pull that leg in at this point. And Alyssa just gonna keep her hips on top, prevent Audrey from getting the finish. They'll go back to center. But that's the best angle Audrey's had on a leg attack thus far.
Yep, absolutely. Wow.
And low shot. She's got the ankle and a single leg on the other side. Can she pull it in? She loses the ankle, switches that single, extended once more, and another stalemate. I bet collectively both of these wrestlers have got to the legs four or 6 times and just got stuck underneath there. So a lot of offense, a lot of action.
It's an exhausting place to be, and so we'll see if pace becomes a factor for one of these women.
Same wrap arm, single leg, stepping behind. Alyssa Lampe in a little better position to finish because she stepped behind completely. Looking, threatens that near side cradle, which winds up making Audrey turn down 8-0. Lampe, and a turn would end it here. She throws an arm bar in her wrist, trying to take Jimenez over.
Audrey trying to fight that bottom hand, and so far no turn. 8-0, all Lampe. Minute 40 to go here in this match, and Audrey bouncing in the center, ready to get back to work.
Audrey undeterred, continues to attack. There's a low shot, that's close. There's the finish. Does she have a lace? This could get interesting. 8-2, 90 seconds to go. Does she have a lace? Yes. Can she get a turn from it though? Getting closer, she's bringing the knees together. If she has enough time, she might be able to get it. This could be trouble, she's got it, 8-4.
Oh my gosh, this is tight.
This could happen, 8-6. 8-8, Jimenez in the lead.
And Lampe is hurt or gassed or both. She's taking her time here, laying in the center of the mat, and I don't know if the medical staff is coming. Coach Perry, furious in the corner, saying, let's get going.
And gonna be some injury time. What a shot, and then that transition.
I didn't think she was gonna get the lace. The knees were so far apart, but she made that adjustment, and that's a technical area she's focused on. 8-8 lead on criteria. Let's take another look at this.
Yeah, once she got the knees together, it was all but over. And takes her all the way across the mat for 3 turns, and that puts her in the lead by criteria, 8-8.
At the break, you said, man, these matches last night, the finals got weird, they got wild, and we've already got a crazy comeback right now, down 8 points. It's a lead on criteria for the high school junior.
All right, minute 12 to go. Alyssa Lampe back out after getting some medical attention after that brutal leg lace from Audrey Jimenez. And Jimenez keeping her motion high. Another shot, she's in deep. Trying to add to her lead. She's extended, and Lampe just defending, not really looking to counter score at this point. And they'll go back up, and I wonder if Audrey's saying, I just need to stay on the offense. I can't let Alyssa get back in on that single leg.
Yeah, Jimenez already with a lot of age-level world experience, and it's one of the things she's talked about in interviews is that sticking to her offense is the plan that tends to work, and there's a drag attempt.
That was close. Inside control now cleared out, 40 seconds to go. Another sweep single, good angle for a moment there, but now Alyssa Lampe gets her arm in the middle there, kind of a crossface, and she's got that near ankle. This is a tough, tough position for Audrey. She's gonna have to fight hard to give up this go behind, and she's so far done a nice job of that. Who's that? That should be 2 blue. They go 2 red. Interesting. We're gonna see a brick. No.
Jimenez comes to her
Jimenez, if she finishes this, she gets just 1 for the reversal. She's working up.
Not much time.
Trying to finish.
She needs a turn.
That's 1. She needs to get a turn.
2 seconds.
They don't know. Oh, they go 2.
No, it's just 1. It was a scoreboard error. It was a scoreboard error. And so 10-9. Alyssa Lampe wins. Here comes the brick.
And Mark Perry, yeah, I could tell they didn't realize the score. So Audrey only gets 1 there because it was a takedown from Alyssa, and she just came around for the reversal. Now,
if they're
how far back are they going to go here?
That's the thing.
Because
if they're challenging that hip tip, it's not. I don't think they're going to be able to go back that far.
I don't think they can go back that far, and they're not based on the replay we're seeing up on the big board.
Yeah,
and that's when I think the brick should have come with Mark.
Yeah, on that initial 2. What a battle. And
yeah, this is going to be one because they never like broke contact or got back neutral.
Yeah.
For Audrey to get this, for it to be a takedown.
Yeah, I agree.
And Mark has to be a little confused.
Oh, that's
here.
what they're looking at.
Well, and that. So if they look at the exposure, that's interesting because initially I didn't know if that would be Alyssa's points.
Yeah, looking at that exposure, I mean, that's going back like, what, 25 seconds?
It's significant. It's significant for sure. To blue.
Wow.
So Audrey is going to win after all.
What a change of, oh man, what a important challenge. Holy cow.
10-10. Now I'm really confused. But Audrey Jimenez, the high school junior, going to take it.
Dude, this place is going nuts. What a match. 20 points, an 8-point comeback, and we got a high school junior in Final X. She's got Sarah Hildebrandt in June.
Unbelievable job.
Wow. Man, you know, talking with Terry Steiner, he's been saying for a few years that this wave, the girls that have been competing for those U17 spots the last couple years, they are going to change USA Wrestling. He thinks this is the generation that can beat Japan.
Wow. And if you don't know, the most dominant force in women's wrestling, really in wrestling, period, is the Japanese women's wrestling team. They're so good.
And there's that, man, that crucial lace for